Hello, gorgeous soul. Welcome to Weekly Astrology. And I got great news this week. Yeah, baby. Thank goodness. Venus, the planet of love, is going direct. If you've had any problems in intimate relationships, and particularly issues to do with ex-lovers and old love experiences, expect progress now. And also, Mars is going into Aries, its happy place. Here's your weekly astrology. Hey Virgo, this week is all about you coming back into your power and also about your relationships. Relationships are very strongly showing up for you this week. We have had Venus retrograde, which has caused you to be thinking about things, and also the power dynamic, maybe work issues to do with relationships, how your career and your relationships mesh together, or that of a lover. But Venus is going direct, which helps things. Now Neptune is going retrograde. You may think, blimey, Michele, we don't need any more planets going retrograde. But actually, Neptune retrogrades for 6 months of the year. It's a cool one because it brings reality to situations. So rather than being confusing, it unconfuses things. And for you, it's in your relationship zone. So you're getting a bit more clarity thanks to Venus direct and Neptune retrograde. And you're with it. Now, the good news is Venus going direct is in your career zone and your reputation zone, and so no licky. You are able to have a lot more clarity when it comes to your career. On top of that, people like you at the moment, so everybody almost universally has had issues to do with work one way or the other. It's certainly been more stressful or more difficult or non-existent, but Venus here is giving you the opportunity. You haven't got fleas because I frontlined you. So sorry. Giving you the opportunity to use your power in work and for other people to be very drawn to you. So if you've had any blocks when it comes to your career, you have the opportunity now to go forward in a space of love, in a space of confidence. Whereas before you might have been examining your role in your career and how you felt about it and how your emotions were. Right now, Venus is doing you a favour and can really help bring abundance when it comes to your career. Now, Mars, the planet of action and passion, is going into a primal place for you, a power zone. It's going to be there for 6 months and it's very, very intense. It might make you a little bit more emotionally reactive, particularly now when Mercury's retrograde. It may, if you're not careful and it goes shadow side, it can make you feel vengeful, which I don't recommend. In a positive way, it can help you deal with your shadows. It can help you really strive to be in your power, stand in your power, and not be frightened of your power. So from that point of view, it's very positive, but it also can bring up, you could have, in the next 6 months, a very highly passionate, sensual time. You've got to be careful that it doesn't become all-consuming or an addiction. Yeah, so it's tricky energy having Mars there, but it's also can be supremely empowering if you really pay attention to any primal emotions that you feel. So yeah, it's really interesting. Let's see what the tarot has to say, Virgo. As I say, do look after yourself with Mercury retrograde, particularly when it comes to groups of people or friendships, because there could be more misunderstandings there than usual. Okay, if you're not into tarot, I'll see you next week. If you are, let's see what cards are coming up for Virgo. You might feel imprisoned at the moment, but you know what? That's likely to be an illusion, because if you look at this card, she can rip off that blindfold and leap forward, and the energy is starting to move for you, even though Mercury is retrograde. So it's time to release yourself. Yes, there may be someone being dishonest with you. If that's the case, you need to rip off that blindfold so that you can deal with anybody that's not being straight up with you, because you deserve honesty. You're a very honest sign. Now, you are ready to go on an adventure. Your passion is rising and you're ready to be the Page of Wands. Also look out for an Aries, Leo or Sagittarius that might be encouraging you to get things moving. But you're laying foundations, the Three of Pentacles, for a bright future. And there is a sudden burst of energy for you, the Eight of Wands. So actually, Rider-Waite called these the arrows of love. So there's a movement coming, thanks to Venus going direct and Neptune going retrograde, but also you're feeling as if things are shifting this week, thank goodness, probably towards the end of the week. You take care, gorgeous. Come visit me on Instagram at Michele Knight. I'll see you there. Hi, gorgeous. Before you go, check out my new film on my fabulous psychics. A lot of people ask me for readings. I don't do them anymore, but for over 20 years, I've had an award-winning team of psychics that I truly hand-pick. So check out the film, let me know what you think.
The purpose of a reading, I feel, is very much to inspire people and to empower people.
It's about hope. It's about guidance.
Using a phone or being with you, it will be the same because the matter is spiritual.
It's very important for me that the client feels spirit with them. So it was a psychic reading.
I don't remember the readings right after because it's not myself giving that, it's actually coming from spirit.
And it is a bit like a three-way conversation. I've got the person on the phone, I've got me, and I've got another voice that's telling me things.
I even shock myself, things that I come up with, and I think, how did I get that?
I'm channeling messages only for one purpose, to help people.
It's been able to help somebody have a map back to where they've got lost from.
My priority is to connect to your truth and have the best life that you can have.
I think in my readings people feel a sense of a safe space where they can really be themselves, let go.
You need a feeling of being understood because reading should be empowering.
I will make sure when the reading is finished that you're happy with everything.
I couldn't do anything else. It's part of who I am. It's what I came here for, obviously.
And when they come back and tell you they've got their dream job or the love of their life, that really makes me feel like I'm valued.
I love to hear a sigh of relief. A lot of weight has been lifted off their shoulders.
We have the answers that we are looking for within ourselves. I know I have the tools to help you.
Everything begins and ends with you.